I wanted to take a minute to talk about cone snails specifically in Florida because a lot of my followers feel anxious or afraid to pick these up. Now, you've probably heard the phrase, if it's a cone, leave it alone, because all cone snails are venomous, but it matters how venomous they actually are. In Florida, there is no species of cone snail you're going to find that has enough venom to kill you or seriously harm you. Now, if you get stung by one of these, I'm not saying you're gonna like it. The sting is likened to a bee sting. And what's happening is this animal isn't actually stinging you, but it's kind of rather biting you. So all cone snails have a radula or a harpoon-like tooth that they use to drill into seashells. And then they secrete this acidic protein to break down the inside of that clam. So if this bites you, it's gonna hurt, but it's not enough to really cause you any harm unless you're allergic. That would be bad. When shelling, it's always best to pick these shells up from the top so you don't accidentally get stung. If you do find one that's alive, here on Navarre Beach, I have found 2 live shells or things living in shells in my entire time of shelling. I don't see them often. Not to disarm you, still exercise caution, but just to kind of give you a little bit of my experience. Now, what a lot of people don't realize is there are other seashells that have that harpoon-like tooth that can, quote, sting you. So for example, this seashell here is an eastern auger. It's not part of the cone family. It's kind of like a cone cousin, but it also has that harpoon-like tooth. And if you did, pick it up by the end and get stung, it would hurt. So we pick it up from the top here. And then we have our murex shells, or shells that are in the Muricidae family. They also have that harpoon-like tooth. So these can also potentially sting you. So we have our murexes here, and then I have another one in my little pouch here, part of the Muricidae family, the Florida rock snail. So if you've been afraid to pick up cone shells in Florida, I hope this eases your anxiety, because there are no shells here that are going to be lethal to you or seriously harm you. That is not the case in other parts of the world. So keep in mind, we're talking about Florida here, but happy shelling, and I hope everyone has a great time.